Welcome to the channel where we love HeroClix so much, we try to make it better. Today I want to talk about a trope that has been in every sci-fi, fantasy, movie, comic, but not HeroClix, and that's explosive objects and the rules for them. First thing we have to look at is placement. How do these get put on the board? Now at the beginning of the game, any player can replace one of their standard objects with an explosive object. And the large explosive object costs 2 standard objects to use as a replacement. As you can see here, this is the example of 2 teams about to face off, both of them choosing a different explosive object. Next, how do explosive objects act on the field? Now, all explosive objects, whether it's the small or large, are considered immobile hindering terrain. This means no picking up with super strength or moving with telekinesis, etc. Destroying the object works the same way as destroying any other standard object, except you only need a damage value of 2 for it to be destroyed. Explosive objects cannot be destroyed with indirect damage, meaning if the Hulk was hit with energy explosion, it would not explode. Now that we know how to destroy these objects, what happens after you do? When an explosive object is destroyed, the attacker rolls 1d6. Additionally, attackers with energy explosion, ranged expert, precision strike, penetrating blast, or outwit may add or subtract 1 to this result before they roll. As you can see in the example, on a result of 1 or 2, deal 3 damage to all adjacent characters, including the square it occupied. In this case, Green Goblin's the only one that would take that 3 damage. On a result of 3 or 4, also deal 2 damage to all characters 2 squares away in a line of sight that does not cross blocking or elevated terrain or a larger sized character. In the example, Hawkeye in the top right corner is going to take that 2 damage, as well as Poison Ivy, even though she's in hindering terrain with stealth. It's not gonna stop the explosion. And on a result of 5 or 6, also deal 1 damage to all characters 3 squares away in a line of sight that does not cross blocking your elevated terrain or a larger sized character. In the example, Batman at the top is safe for the elevated terrain. Wasp to the left is safe because she has a larger character in front of her. Booster Gold is going to be hit in the bottom right, and Harley Quinn is going to be safe for the blocking terrain. This makes Barrier a bit more handy in the sense that it's able to defend against or control where these blasts hit if it's played right. And that is everything you need to introduce this new mechanic into your everyday HeroClix games or when you're playing games at the competition just on the side. Now, I printed out paper craft to represent mine, but this could easily be done with bottle caps, paper clips, whatever you want to use. So let me know in the comments what you think about it, whether you think it's too easy, too difficult, if you love it, if you hate it, if you think this is something that HeroClix should implement, if this should be a standard ruling. So that's it, guys. Thanks for listening, and always have an outwitter on your team.